We're back. We're back. As Fuzzy says, well, what the shit is this? A new horror channel? Yeah, it is, Fuzzy. It is. Relaunch. Of
Friday nights are a tough time to schedule, aren't they?
Yeah. So yeah, we are back. Nice to see you, Fuzzy. Hope you're doing well, pal. We've got Ash. Nice to see you, bud. Hello. Always good to see you, my friend. Yeah, so we're back. It's been a little while, Mr. Keegan.
It has been. It feels like every time we do a show, we're like, okay, we'll get back on a regular schedule, and then we try and arrange like, oh, you're doing something or I'm doing something, and it's like shit. So yeah, but at least then there's lots of news to talk about. So I suppose that's the handy thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
you're not out of topics, you know. So.
And everybody will be eagerly awaiting with St. Paddy's Day video. I'm sure that'll be coming out any minute now. So yeah, that's good.
What can you do? You know, it's the irony, right? So this is our Leprechaun 3 video. The irony is that we recorded that with like, oh, I'll do it this way, so it's gonna be easy to record, and it wound up being like a lot more complicated because there's a video feed now. So that is, I haven't touched it in a week and a half. I will get back to it. It will be out at some point. It's like half of the shit's done on it. But
what more can the people want? It will be out at some point.
At some point. We like to keep you on your toes, guys. Do you know what I mean? So.
Right, shall we crack on? It's that long since we've done this, so let's just try and keep things. I can't remember what we do. But anyway, here we are. One Good Scare Show. Mr. Keegan has done all the slides. So I haven't got a clue what's coming up. And we're off.
Okay, so a little bit of sad news. So this is Jamie Blanks, who is the director of Urban Legend and Valentine, which we covered on the channel.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, he's passed away at the age of 53, I believe. I know we talked about Valentine. It's a movie I'm very nostalgic about. I really loved as a kid. I think we watched it and we were both a bit like, it's a bit all right. But
it was all right, wasn't it?
It was all right. I think it's a fun, like, kind of post-Scream era kind of slasher thing. It's very sexy. You know, you got Denise doing her weird duck walk going around the movie or whatever. But Urban Legend is a classic. Like, Urban Legend is such a great, phenomenal film. So yeah, I think it's a real shame. I was looking through like some like people who knew him. Apparently, lovely guy, like really big in horror circles. Like, apparently just the nicest guy in the world. So like, I think it's very sad. I think he was supposed to be involved in the new Urban Legend movie as well. I think he was attached to that in some way as well. So that's not gonna. Okay. I assume the movie will happen at some point, but he's not gonna be involved. But that's unfortunate. So
we haven't done an Urban Legend on the channel, I don't think, have we?
Not yet. No, I'd love to. I think that first one has like one of the best openings to a horror movie ever. Like someone's in the back seat, you know, with Brad Dourif and everything. I thought it was phenomenal. So like, yeah, I'd really love to do that at some point. Even though Jared Leto's in it.
Is he?
He is. Yeah, it's him in the top left there. In the crack.
I can't remember. Crack. Fuzzy is saying changing nights hasn't crossed your mind then, amateurs. Yeah. Scooby-Doo will feature, I'm sure.
I mean, it's in the title, so that's not too much of a.
Scooby-Doo, where's it here?
Netflix casts Mystery Inc.
Oh, I see.
That's our main topic.
Realize Mystery Inc. was
yeah.
Okay, nice stuff. Evil Dead.
So Lee Cronin, he's doing the rounds, talking about his new Mummy movie, which is out on next Friday, I believe. Yeah. So he said that he actually turned down an Evil Dead Rise sequel to do the Mummy. Which is interesting. We have like a few Evil Dead movies. We'll be talking about another one in a second. A few Evil Dead movies like in development. But like, would you have liked to see a direct sequel to Rise? I really loved it.
It depends what you mean by direct sequel. I would like to see her back. She survives at the end, doesn't she?
She gets she has the chainsaw and all. She's
I'd like to see her back in some way. I just kind of assumed she was coming back in something. I quite like the standalone nature of the film, if I'm being brutally honest. Quite
new cast, new setting.
Yeah. With her, maybe she's coming back at some point. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I do like they seem to be going for an anthology kind of thing with this, and maybe a loose connective thread. You know, like you have the books and all that stuff. But like I would have I thought like Rise just blew me away. And I love Lee Cronin. I'm interested to see how the Mummy turns out. We're not on reviews yet or anything like that. But I would have liked to have seen him do another Evil Dead movie. I was kind of looking forward to it. I know there was talks at one point about they were talking about doing a movie where it was like Ash, Jane Levy from the 2013 movie, and then his main character all in one movie together. And I thought that would have been really cool as well. So
didn't you meet him? Didn't you meet him?
I did, yeah. He did a signing in for Forbidden Planet. I asked him about that movie actually, like, is that gonna happen? He's like, oh, I hope so. Touch wood. But like I have a little signed Dead by Dawn like Necronomicon thing by him and stuff. He's a lovely guy, really nice.
Yeah. I loved Evil Dead Rise. I really did. I'm still on the fence about his version of the Mummy. I'm looking forward to seeing it, but the trailer, I don't know if we've got the trailer slide later on, but the trailer looks very Evil Dead, which is fine, but that's just kind of not what I expect from a Mummy film. So it's going to be an interesting one.
That's the thing is I had assumed this entire time that was a Universal movie, but it's not. It's Warner Brothers. It's just the Mummy thing. So it's not supposed to evoke that kind of Universal monsters thing. It's just a new scary mummy movie.
New take on the mummy.
Yeah, so if it's a good horror movie, like that just centers on mummies, that's cool. You know, I'm looking forward to that. And he's not let us down yet. Like I really love his first movie. It's about like a changeling kind of thing. Like this mom thinks her kid's been taken over by swapped out by a monster. It's called The Hole in the Ground, and that had like very Evil Dead. I thought towards the end, I remember coming out of that movie going, he should do an Evil Dead movie, and then he announced for that. I was like, oh, that's really cool. So I'm hopefully he comes back to the series at some point. I'd like to see it anyway. I think his style really suits it, definitely.
Hey, up, friend. Nice to see you, pal. Hope you're doing well.
Hey,
Fuzzy seems a clever chap, this bloke. Obviously not talking about either of us. No. Don't get too scared, everyone. Right, moving on.
So speaking of Evil Dead, we know that Evil Dead Burn that's coming out this year. Actually, I think we're supposed to be getting a trailer next week. There's only been like a 2-second clip from that released so far. But this is the next one, so they've confirmed the title. It's called Evil Dead Wrath. It's by an American director, Francis Giuseppe, I think is his name. This is scheduled for around late 2027, early 2028. So we're getting like a very short window between the movies, which I think is fun. But yeah, Wrath. What do you think that's going to be?
I don't know. Not a clue at all. It's interesting that they're releasing the title before the next one's even out. That's quite interesting.
Yeah, that's mad, isn't it? So
yeah, I do like the style of it, but I mean, there's no way we can guess what it's about. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, we still don't really know what Burn is about, which is the funny thing. You know, I'm sure we'll find out soon. But yeah, like I mean, more Evil Dead, amazing. Like I do, you know, it'd be cool to see an Ash thing, but I like I'm sure these are going to be tonally quite consistent anyway. Like that little bit of comedy, but really overbearingly gruesome. You know.
Like I say, I'd like to see that lady back in some shape. I think good old the Chin is dare I say it, past his prime now. So it would be nice to see him back in some kind of guest appearance. But I don't want him holding the franchise. It's time to kind of move on a little bit.
Yeah, I do like that little nod in Rise where it's like he's in the audio tapes or something. You can hear him shouting in the back. I like those little tangential connections of like Ash was doing these adventures somewhere else. You know? But I do think it would be really cool to see Ash in one of the serious toned movies and how he would work in that. I think that'd be fun to see because like
I don't think that would work. I think Ash is just a comedy character now. I don't think Ash would work in this environment.
This type of movie.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Graphic.
That's why when they announced like Ash versus Evil Dead, that's why I was excited for it. I was like, oh, they're going to do a serious thing, but with Ash. But like now it's just a campy kind of thing. But we'll see. After all this time, does a new Evil Dead film need a trailer? The fans will go regardless. You kind of know what you're gonna get, right? I suppose I like to know. I like a little tease. I would probably watch it like a tease. I'd say we'll get one 1 minute 40-second trailer, and that'd be kind of it. But I remember like Rise was quite good at not giving away the whole movie, you know?
It gave away some of the good fight scenes. It gave away the cheese grater and stuff like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
But yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Fuzzy. I think, you know, people know what they're going to go and get when they go and see Evil Dead. The plots are pretty similar. Although the last one was very good, mind. I have to say, really, really good. Really good.
Yeah, so,
moving on.
Some Scooby-Doo. Seriously, talk about Scooby-Doo, Pete. You know, this got me excited. So Netflix cast its Mystery Inc. for the upcoming live-action Scooby-Doo TV series. So I've actually, it's funny enough, I've seen all of these actors in something. So I'm actually quite happy about that. So we have...
I don't recognize any of them.
You will know a couple of them. So you've seen all of these actors in things. I know that for a fact. So Tanner Hagen is playing Shaggy. He is one of the sons in Arcadian.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, the Nicolas Cage kind of werewolfy thing. Yeah, so that's him. He's playing Shaggy. I think he looks the part. I can imagine him doing the zoinks and all that. Abby Ryder Fortson is playing Velma. So she is Cassie in the original Cassie from the first two Ant-Man movies before they cast her with Catherine Langdon, is it? Yeah. Maxwell Jenkins playing Fred. He is from the Bondsman.
Not blonde.
He's got a little. I don't want bleach blonde. Give him like a strawberry blonde or something. You know.
But he doesn't look. His hair. Well, fair enough.
He can dye it. Freddie Prinze Jr. has black hair, and he played Fred, and he was good. You know. So, not having. You've seen the Bondsman, yeah? You watched that, didn't you? We were talking about that on the show. Yeah, so I think he's Kevin Bacon as the son in it. Is that him?
Okay. No idea.
You don't recognize him from that you watched recently?
Nope. The only one I recognize is the lady on the end. But
and the end. So we have McKenna Grace is playing Daphne. I think that's perfect. Who's
she then again?
So she was in Scream 7. She's the one that got suspended. She's also in Ghostbusters. She's the Venkman granddaughter.
Okay. Got you.
She was in Five Nights at Freddy's. She's in loads of stuff lately. So it was funny. She was talking about how the first person she told outside of her family was Matthew Lillard, because they were at a Scream event thing. And he was like, do you want to know, do you want to talk to Sarah Michelle Gellar? And she goes, yeah, absolutely. It was really cute the way she was talking about it. She seems really passionate about it. There's pictures. We have one in the thumbnail of her from Halloween a couple of years ago as Daphne. So a character she really loves. Okay. I think she suits that to a T. So she was the first one out the door cast, and I was like, yeah, that's perfect casting. So I'm really happy with that. So that's our core Mystery Inc. I think I'm getting a good feeling about this, man. I think this is going to work.
That surprises us, James. I was expecting you to say it's going to be crap and all that.
Well, do you know, people, but people can like a thing. Oh, this looks like shit. I'm not happy with it. I'm like, yeah, I can imagine these four. They look like they're going to do the part well, you know. And then we don't know. So we don't know what the deal is going to be with Scooby. Whether he's going to talk in it, or it's just going to be it could go either way. It could be a real dog, and they just have a dog, or they go CG and Ruh-Roh and all that stuff.
What are they go?
But Ruh-Roh.
All right, Ruh-Roh. Okay. Yeah.
But Paul Hauser, is it? He's Mole Man. Mole Man, Fantastic Four, and he's in a couple of things. Great, phenomenal actor. Yeah. So he's been cast in a recurring role. So I could picture him. They're gonna get him for the voice of Scooby, or he'll be like Daphne's uncle or something, or I can imagine that kind of he'll be the main suspect. I don't think at this early because it's a mystery. It would just be a bit of a giveaway if the first person they cast ends up being the villain of the thing, or he could end up being someone they've unmasked in the past, kind of thing, the way they did with the.
So we've not been given this is pure speculation. We're not being given any hint as to what he's going to be. We just
know he's in it. We don't know as who or what. So So that's the cast so far.
Pretty cool. I like him. He's good.
He's a fantastic actor. Yeah, and I don't know if you can tell I'm quite excited about this feat.
Yeah, he was in the latest Naked Gun film as well. I'm sure.
Yes, he's the friend in it, isn't he? Yeah. So good feeling about this one.
C4, nice to see you. We've had a few people join. Nice to see you, pal. Jeff, always good to see you, my friend.
Treasures.
Andy, nice to see you, bud, as well. Hope you're doing well, pal. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah. So Scooby-Doo coming
good stuff
soon.
Good to do.
Peter Dinklage has been cast in Alien season 2.
Yeah. Yep, big fan of him. I like a bit of Dinklage.
Yeah, I'm watching a lot of Game of Thrones clips lately, and he's so good, isn't he?
He's excellent. He was superb in Dexter, the latest season of Dexter. Yeah. So I think they've dropped the ball with this Alien Earth. By the time we get this new season out, it's going to be another year at least. I would have thought.
At least. So they're casting now, they're probably filming in the next 4 or 5 months, and then it'll be a year from that, so another year and a half or something. So. It is too long. They probably should be the way they were with Night of the Seven Kingdoms, filming the next season while the one's running out.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm just, and I know you'll say I am, just becoming a miserable old fart or what. But I remember back in the day, you got a season a year from stuff. Do you know what I mean? So you had that. I can't be doing with 4 years between seasons and shit like that. It kills any momentum for me. So yeah,
it's a tough thing, but things, I didn't want to make that joke.
Shut up.
I'm also doing that now. TV shows have evolved quite a lot in the last few years, and they are approaching movie quality, like, or surpassing movie quality visuals. And Alien in particular is very filmic. You know, like it looks like an 8-hour
word?
film.
Have you just made that up? Filmic?
No, filmic.
A real word?
It is filmic. A real word. Yeah, go on, Google it.
I'm not doubting you, James. I forget you've got a B.Tech in cinema studies or something. So filmic, you're very good. I like it.
Yes, that's very filmic.
I'll add that to my my repertoire. So I don't know.
What kind of character would you like to see him in it? Like, I hope for a villain. He's a good villain, I think. Well,
I mean, the last season of Alien Earth, I'm saying it was good, and it was canny and all the rest of it. Don't doubt him, Fuzzy. Don't doubt him.
It's a synonym, Fuzzy.
Filmic
is a word. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So the last season was good to a point, and then it got a bit weird. It got a bit, I don't know,
it just didn't end. Stuff like that was the problem, and we were hoping.
That wasn't just the problem. The problem was we went from horror to her having a pet alien, and the kids got on my tits a little bit near the end. I don't know. I would want him to be, from what he was in Dexter, a kind of a maniacal kind of one of the billionaires from one of the big companies.
Yeah. I think he's probably like an uncle of the young guy or something like that, and he'll be coming in taking over the company because your man's like under.
Or her pet alien. Maybe it is about the timing. Her pet alien gives birth and has little baby aliens that can just stick him in a suit. Do you know what I mean? And it saves him on the special effects, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
He wouldn't get in the Toxic Avengers suit, Pete, so I don't know if he's
that's true. That is true. Yeah. Stick a tail on him. He'd be running around.
Well, it was nice doing the show while we did. If that's the note we go out on, I'll take it, you know? I loved it. Do you know what? Like, I really loved it. I think my disappointment was the last episode. I think I was hyped about, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, and none of it did.
I mean, I remember we talked about it weekly, and I absolutely, really, really enjoyed the first half of it.
Yeah.
And then it started to, I don't know, the teenagers. I remember those two of them in particular were like bantering, and I just couldn't be chilled with that. It was like getting, and then the pet alien I wasn't keen on. And I wanted the kid to get killed. I wanted the main bad guy
horrifically. I will say, I think it was episode 4, episode 5, the flashback episode.
Yeah,
it's basically just Alien again. Was like one of the best episodes of TV there is. Like that, you can watch that on its own. And it's just phenomenal. So, listen, I he's the new big star coming into the show. I'm excited to see what kind of role he plays in it, and I think it'll be. Just because I use the word big, is it? Okay, let's move on from this before we say anything even worse. Gladys is officially moving forward. So this is the prequel to Weapons, spin-off kind of movie.
Me and Fuzzy, I tell you.
Assholes. And the worst ending in years. I think that's fair. Yeah, completely. So this is the prequel to Weapons, spin-off kind of focused on the villain from that film. Its tentative title is Gladys. So that's probably what it's going to be called in the cinema. So Zach Cregger, who directed Weapons, is writing it and producing it. No word on if he's going to direct yet, but it's officially happening now. She won an Oscar, didn't she, for playing this character as well? So I'm just really curious what they're going to do with this. I think there's a lot of potential there. You know, the character is kind of shrouded in mystery of like how old are they? You know, there's little hints that there's more to this character's backstory than we get in the movie. So. I'm happy that they're doing this. I think this is going to be fun.
Darkman's, please. You like this? Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it. I will watch it. Weapons, I think, was massively over-egged, from my opinion. But, I enjoyed this particular character. So, yeah, I'll watch it. Did I say, is she married to Ed Harris, or is she?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, yeah, happy to see a prequel to this. That should be interesting, I think.
It should be good, yeah. What's a one good scare show without bit of Scream news? So Scream 8 is officially happening. It is being written by the Zuckerman sisters, who are the showrunners of Poker Face. Ever seen Poker Face on Peacock?
Nah.
No. Interesting getting, I think, a female duo to do the writing of that. You need fresh blood, I feel, in this after the last movie.
Is Poker Face a horror?
I think it's like a thriller kind of thing, is my memory. It's your actor one, obviously, Poker Face.
Lady Gaga, man, it.
Natasha Lyonne, from she's in Fantastic Four First Steps as well. She's like Ben Grimm's love interest in it, the little Jewish girl, and she's in American Pie.
Right, but it's not horror. It's not horror, is it not?
No, it is a kind of like comedy thriller kind of thing.
So have they ever done any horror?
No, crime comedy.
Crime comedy.
Yeah, but I actually think a lot of the best horror is when people move from one genre to another. Like I really love, like David Gordon Green went from doing like kind of super bad style, raunchy comedies and did Halloween 2018, which is great. So I think, a little bit fresh blood in it. I think that's going to be good.
Yeah,
can't get any worse, really. Can it?
Can't. Well, no, it can't. Ash is saying, didn't they also do the Buffy reboot script?
I didn't know that, did they?
Well, so,
let me see.
I mean, that would be the reboot script, Ash, that got binned because apparently it was absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
That's
Nora
Zuckerman
also worked on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Poker Face, Leela Zuckerman, Haven. Ever seen Haven?
I've not seen Haven.
Human Target?
Yeah. Human Target. Not seen that either.
No, it doesn't say anything about... Yeah, it doesn't say anything about that. You might be right. I'm not sure. It doesn't say it on here. But,
Fuzzy, don't worry, pal. Don't worry. We'll only do, in 2 years, we'll probably do 3 shows. So you'll not hear about it a great
deal. Our next episode's going to be a review of Scream. Scream is the first Scream movie to pass 200 million at the box office, highest earning Scream movie of all time. So,
so disappointing. You've got to, I mean, I know you're a Scream nerd. You've got to admit that last film was so disappointing on so many levels.
I think it's just on principle. It's I enjoyed parts of it. I think there's a lot of issues with it. And I think overall it's disappointing. But I think the problem I have is that there's no correlation between writing quality and box office. And I think that's kind of sad. I think you can just throw Matthew Lillard and have him do whatever, and people will go see it. And I think that's kind of shit for movies.
I think you're over-egging Matthew Lillard. I think I know you're a massive fan, but I don't think people were flocking to the cinemas because his name was attached. I think it's the Scream franchise. I think for me though, if we look at Marvel, that excitement starts to wane after a few shit films, and I think Scream is very much starting to teeter on the edge a little bit, to be honest. I think the next one's going to have to really knock it out of the park to get the love back from not necessarily people like yourself who are uber fans, but from the general cinema public. Right. People need something different, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Where do you go from here? Is the other thing. Because you can't bring Stu back is the kind of thing,
Well, you can. I disagree. I think you can bring Stu back because I think they left it with a bit of he's buried, body was unburied and all the rest of it. So if you wanted to, you could fuck about and do that again. But I think the next one should just be balls to the wall, kill fest, kill every fucker, kill all the main characters, kill your Sydneys, kill your Gales, or just scorched earth, baby, and then start from scratch. That's what I would do. But
it's just the fact that it's just so annoying that we were on this nice trajectory with new characters and we'd accepted we can move on. We don't need Sydney, we don't need Gail, whatever. And then they just had to pivot back, and I think that's kind of shit. But I don't know. If the right move would just be to have just a whole new cast again, And
I think before you get to the whole new cast, you've got
just to kill off Sydney and Gail.
Certainly, but I mean, maybe it's not.
Sydney's daughter is now going to be a main character.
Certainly, Gail. Come on, man. What does she bring to it anymore?
I just never liked her. To be honest, I think she should have died in 3 or something. But she's definitely outstaying her welcome anyway. But yeah, listen, I'm curious what they're gonna do with it, and these writers, interesting choice. We'll see what they.
We'll see.
End up doing, yeah. Speaking of Scream, Kevin Williamson, who directed...
Sorry, just a second. Just check. They did do Buffy.
They did do Buffy. Okay. So the shit writers then is what you're telling us.
This is the rebrand of Buffy that we never got to see because it got pulled.
Right.
It should turn on its head and have someone stalking, and terrorizing ghosts.
That's kind of what the first one was, the last movie. That was the opening, wasn't it? It's like a ghost face killing a ghost face.
Yeah.
I like the idea of having multiple independent ghost faces.
Yes.
like that are both doing it and just coincidentally at the same time or something like that. So they're not even like connected. And like you have two Ghostface show up and fight. A Ghostface versus Ghostface fight would be really cool.
It's pinching from a whole host of other shows and things like that. But there's a great series, can't remember what it's called. Fuzzy will remember, I'm sure. With Kevin Bacon, and the main bad guy in it's a murderer who's obsessed with Edgar Allan Poe. It's all about how he's basically got loads of followers now who've kind of like sycophants, a cult follow him, and he's a serial killer. You could do something like that with Ghostface. It's been in the movies, it's been all over the place. It's like embedded in culture in the movies. The culture is in the movies. So you could have like a cult of Ghostface and them all descending on a town or something. Everybody dresses Ghostface.
Oh, like a Huffazy kind of thing.
Yeah.
I actually did think in like towards the end of 8 that it was going to be like 7 or 8 of them. It was going to be a cult of Stu or something like that, you know.
The following, that was it, Fuzzy. It was a canny little series, that. Good little series, well worth watching if you haven't seen it, guys. Or Gail becomes pregnant with the killer's baby, comes out the womb in a mask. That would be cool. Fuzzy, okay, piss off. Have Peter Dinklage's Ghostface be easy to tell. You would be tripping over this. Your
camera is your camera gone? Your camera's gone on my screen.
No, I don't know.
Can people in the chat tell us if you can see Peter? I can't see him.
Oh Christ, only knows it.
Can you see yourself?
Nah, mine it's gone. My camera's still switched on, but
okay, I don't know.
I'll jump out and jump back in. Bear with us.
Oh God, you'd leave me on the spot.
You host, Mr. Keegan. It's all you. It's all on you.
All right. So how are we doing, guys? How's everybody in the chat? I'm not like Peter. I can't be doing these like one man show kind of things. Fuzzy, give me something interesting to Jack. Give me some food for thought. This is awkward. Technical difficulties. Same old show, never changes. I hate these kind of. There is actually nothing worse than when you're on these and there's like technical difficulties, like your camera doesn't work, or when we have like echoes and shit like that. I hate. Irritates the piss out of me. I'm sure you can tell I'm quite vocal about it. Plot twist: the killer is Warwick Davis and Peter Dinklage standing on the other shoulders. Oh, they do like a trench coat kind of thing. That'd be good. I'd enjoy that. I haven't seen the Dexter show, but he's like a serial killer collector in that, so that'd be good. Favorite non-carbonated drink? I like a good squash, Fuzzy. I like a nice summer fruits mawadi or something like that, but I tend to go for the carbonated. If it's carbonated, I go for like a Pepsi Max or Coke Zero. Pepsi Max is cheaper, so I feel like Peter's purposely taking longer just to make me sweat or something. Yeah, that's a. I mean, not very horror related, but that's good. Do you know what I had recently? That I hadn't had in years, an Iron Brew, and it's pretty good. I remember I used to hate it when I was a kid. My sister loved it, but I've been drinking it lately, and it's pretty good. That's on Iron Brew. Well, that's just a coincidence there that I mentioned that. I think as you said that. C4.
I'm back.
All right, we're talking about our favorite non-carbonated drinks.
You could have just cracked on with the horror, but never mind.
I need someone to look at while I do this thing, Pete. You got me freezing. Oh no, orange squash is the only one. No, I like a blackcurrant. Orange and pineapple if I go for like an orangey one, you know.
You're all mad. Lemon and lime. That's what we're going for.
Lemon and lime. Oh no, my waddy. Like my squash. What? Like
my
cordial.
waddy.
My waddy. It's not your.
Yeah.
Do you not have my waddy?
Nah, never heard of it. Umbongo is where it's at.
It's not your waddy. It's my waddy. You know,
that's
have
obviously an Irish thing. That's not something.
Actually, no, I thought that was a global sensation.
Let's move on.
What's your thoughts on pineapple on pizza?
I love it. You love it. Perfectly happy with a bit of pineapple on pizza.
I'm not a fan, really, to be honest. I think if you have jalapenos on there too, the spicy and sweet goes together well.
Yeah. Anyway, move on.
Anyway, okay, here we are. It's Kevin Williamson. So he directed Scream 8. He is working on a Universal Monsters television show. So he's going to be writing it. I don't think he'll be a showrunner or anything. But it's been described as like an adult version of Vampire Diaries. So that sounds kind of interesting. So I'm assuming it'll be like the Dracula's Castle kind of thing.
Interesting. Yeah, can you? I'm all for Universal Monsters. Get us some. I'll give you some You'll rise in my estimations, Mr. Keegan, if you can tell us who the artist is on that artwork you've stolen there.
It's Alex Ross.
Well done. Yeah, he did a line of Universal Monster images that weren't attached to comics, and they're absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, just like prints and stuff.
I think you can buy them as prints, yeah, and they're absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I just love seeing all the characters together in one setting, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So like a splash page of them all. I think is really cool.
I wonder if this will be linked to the theme park, the Universal Monsters theme park. Or if
I don't know.
This
like
version of characters, those version of characters,
because they're kind of jumping around now with Universal. So we had Invisible, like they were doing modern ones, the Invisible Man, and then Wolfman, and they were supposed to do Invisible Woman. I don't think that's happening anymore. They're going back to like the Brendan Fraser stuff for the Mummy.
Yeah.
And then we don't know what they're doing with Frank. The Bride was Warner Brothers, isn't it? That wasn't Universal.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Did you see that?
I did. I was going to put a slide at the end, but you hadn't seen it, and we talked about it on your show. I talked about it on your show, so I was just like, I'll just leave it. It was interesting. I think there was some cool stuff in it, but I didn't like a lot of the story choices, and I thought it was a little bit weird. It's very it gave me slight like Joker 2 vibes for chunks of it, you know. But I think it's worth seeing. I think if you have it on your Skybox or whatever, maybe check it out. Yeah. Anyway, Universal Monsters TV show. I think that sounds fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Keen on that.
That's it. So Kirsten Dunst has been cast in The Housemaid too, so they're getting cracking on with this series. They're going doing the second one already. This is based on a book series, I think, and there's like a good few of them.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know going to see the movie. It's only afterwards I realized that. So she literally just does become like an abusive man killer.
She's like the equalizer for women, isn't she?
Yeah.
I enjoyed this movie. I have to say, I guess it'll be interesting to see where they go from here, because there's not the twist surprise anymore. I guess you know what she is now. But I'm presuming this is just about her going into other households and getting rid of us horrible menfolk. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm assuming it's all about.
I mean, I would guess it will have its own different twist thing. Like, I think that's probably the hook of these books, is that there is these kind of shocking, changing the whole perspective twists in them at some point. So I imagine there will be. I would think, I would imagine Kirsten Dunst is the household leader that like comes in. So like we're swapping out Amanda Seyfried for her. I love Kirsten Dunst. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, me too.
So I think her and Sydney Sweeney will have good chemistry on the screen as well.
Yeah. I haven't seen Kirsten Dunst much for a while, actually.
She was in that Civil War. Did you see that?
Oh yes, she was. You're right.
Yeah,
she was the last thing. Reporter, wasn't she?
Yeah. She's the main character. That was the last thing I saw her in, I think. She's been doing stuff anyway. Yeah, she's been a really
good film.
Great actress. Yeah. So Housemaid 2. Looking forward to seeing that.
Good stuff.
So we talked, like, I remember at some point in the last year, we talked about the fact that, like, I think Scott Derrickson had come out and said they're not going to do it. They've been talking about doing a Lights Out 2 for like 10 years, and they just said it's not happening now anymore. So Lionsgate has announced it's happening now. I don't know if Scott Derrickson's involved anymore. But I'm really excited. I love that first movie. I know it's based on, like, I know you've seen have you seen the movie or just the short?
No, I've just seen the short. Just seen the
short film.
Yeah.
Okay. The movie's great. I think it's one of the few. A lot of the time when you have movies based on short films, it's like, oh, you're stretching this idea out a bit too much. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I think that's like a really nice, cohesive 90-minute film, and it's just such a cool concept of like this monster that it only shows up when the lights are off. Yeah. That's really cool. So
the original short is really good. That's the one that I sent Efren that time when he nearly cried. I think it scared him.
It's one of the most effective jump scares in anything, I think. Like that last shot is just like, holy shit, you know. So unexpected. But I haven't seen it since the cinema, and that was like 10 years ago. So I'd be eager to watch it again now and see what I think now. But
it's not really it's not even a one I can say that I've seen on like Sky or anything like to watch. Do you know what I mean? I can't say I've even seen it advertised anywhere.
I feel like it's there. You just have to dig for it. It's not one that's like up on you wouldn't stumble across it. You'd have to kind of search by it. Imagine it's on some kind of Lionsgate would be. I'm trying to think like what streaming service they have a deal with or whatever.
I don't know.
But yeah, I mean it's Scott Derrickson. Like he did Sinister and sorry, not Scott Derrickson, David Sandberg. So he did Until Dawn, and he did Annabelle Creation. But like Lights Out is great, Annabelle Creation's great. So I think you'd like this one definitely.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Logan. Any news on the welcome, Logan? I don't know if I've seen you here before, but any news in the animated Ash series? So I think the last time when it was announced, I think was the last time we heard.
Yeah, I've not heard anything about it.
So yeah, we were just kind of speculating about like shit you could do with it. But no news on it yet. I'm looking forward to it though. I'd imagine in the next like 6 months we'll get some like artwork from it and we'll see kind of what the style of it's going to be or whatever. But that'd be cool. I don't know if him being sick might impact that though.
Well, it might be easy money for him if it's voiceover work. If he's struggling to get out and about the conventions and things like that.
That's actually, that is a fair point. Yeah.
Playing myself. Yeah, are you pressing buttons or am I pressing buttons? Jesus.
It's just annoying when I look at it and I'm like, it's not on the screen. I'd like to have it on the screen.
Well, you press the buttons in, Mr. Keegan.
Okay. No, come on.
No, hands off. Hands off the mouse. You have control.
I blame myself. Probably a slow burner in regards to the Ash thing. I'll relinquish control of that back to you, Mr. Tom. Speaking of the Mummy, John Hannah is returning for the Mummy 4. So he's like one of the supporting characters in the first 3 movies. Yeah. I love John Hannah. I'm a huge Spartacus fan. And he's like the main kind of villain in the first season and like protagonist in one of the spin-offs. I love his character in the Mummy. Like I didn't actually recognize him until I watched the Mummy again, like a few years after watching Spartacus. I was like, oh shit, it's John Hannah. You know, somebody I've always wanted. I'm waiting to meet him at convention. I'd love to have a chat with him. But just a fantastic actor, really great comedic beats. I think it's gonna be really fun to see him back for the new one.
Yeah, I like him. I think he's a great actor. I never watched Spartacus, but I love him in the Mummy. I've seen him in lots of other shows as well. So yeah, he's a good one. Good. I'm looking forward to this Mummy revival. I think it's going to be good fun.
Yeah, it's picking up steam. I think they're just fully going ahead. It's not going to be a thing they're talking about for ages. Like I saw a picture. I forgot to put it in there. It was like they were all on like the Mummy ride in the Universal thing, like Brendan Fraser and all together. And I'm like,
have you been on that ride?
No, I've never been to Universal. I've never been to Florida.
Oh, right. It's fucking horrific. Yeah. It's great. It's great. Don't get us wrong. It's really good. But there's a bit at the end where the ride kind of comes to an end and you're stuck in I can't remember. It's meant to be like a tomb. You're stuck in a tomb and they basically set flamethrowers off and the heat, it's proper scary because you think, shit.
If you get shock of that, I'd imagine.
Oh, yeah. It's very, very good. Very good.
I remember in Vegas, we stayed in the Mirage, and they have like the volcano thing outside, and like the blast of heat you get from it was just like crazy. Like you could, if you stood there and got 5 blasts of that, like you'd be burnt. You know, like it was crazy. So excited to see John Hannah coming back. I'm always happy to see him in anything really. So Andy Muschietti has been talking lately. He is working on he said this is like officially happening now. We're going to be getting this like soon. That they're in the process of making it. It's going to be a super cut of the first 2-ish movies, chapter 1 and chapter 2. So it's going to be like a 6-hour cut, a 6-hour movie of the 2 stitched together, and they'll be throwing in like deleted scenes and extra scenes that they filmed and stuff like that to like flesh it out even more.
Yeah.
So that sounds really fun. I know they did a similar thing with Kill Bill recently. So I saw that in the cinema. I'll go see this in the cinema as well.
Slightly, we're not getting more from it. I thought we were getting another sequel. Is that not coming as well?
We're getting Welcome to Derry season 2.
I thought I saw something saying that they'd officially announced they were doing It Chapter 3.
I don't remember seeing that, but I know we were speculating on that because like they kind of introduced in Welcome to Derry the idea that he could have died, but still a past version of him could be there later or something like that, you know. So they're kind of like setting that up, you know.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen that, which would be cool. Bullfire, nice to see you, pal. Any idea when Werewolf is coming out? There's a 4 one.
That's the Robert Eggers one. That is this year, I think. Okay. We usually get Robert Eggers movie like the last few have been once a year. So Nosferatu was at the end of. Well, Nosferatu was over a year ago. I'd be certain it'd be this year at some point then. Yeah. But I would be certain once Welcome to Derry is wrapped up, there's an It movie being like that will be filming at that point, you know. Like they're not getting rid of this character. He's too much of a moneymaker for them, I think. Yeah. I'm excited for that. But I would be excited to watch this, see some more especially if they like take scenes from later and put them like you put all the flashbacks. The flashbacks from later aren't flashbacks; they're in the actual. Do you know what I mean? Like the bits when the kids are actually in the first part of the movie. I think that'd be really cool as well. So you just have the kids and then the adults. I think that'd be fun as well. So, yeah, really looking forward to seeing what they do with this.
Be interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. So we've got our first look at the Camp Crystal Lake TV show. I mean, you look at this and it just, I think, immediately evokes the first Friday the 13th movie. So I think that's cool. We were sort of saying, what's the show even going to be? So I think this confirms, it's going to be, Mrs. Voorhees on a killing spree. We're going to get the teenagers gallivanting, all that stuff. I'm just looking at this. I'm like, ooh, as a nice little tease, I think it's like, oh, this looks cool.
So is that Mrs. Voorhees' arm, do you think? That's a cardie.
Yeah, that's her jumper that she wears in the first movie, yeah.
So I'm not up on the lore of this franchise. Was Jason killing people before he was drowned?
No, so he was a little kid who was bullied, and camp counselors were having sex and weren't watching him, and he drowns. Yeah, he gets pushed in the water and drowns. And then she comes back a year later and kills a couple of counselors that she finds having sex. Yeah. And then the following year is when the main movie...
Okay. So this series isn't about Jason, and it's about his mom being the killer.
I'd imagine it's her after Jason drowns on a killing, like getting revenge kind of thing. That's my guess. And I would think we'll get Jason in future... Hockey Max Jason in future seasons then. Because, like, it's sort of a weird thing, like, he drowns, but then he's, like... He's not actually dead, but she's still angry, And then, like, in like... It starts getting weird in part 9 where it's like she used the Necronomicon from Evil Dead to resurrect him and that kind of stuff. Like it's a whole weird thing. So I think this will streamline that a little bit.
I mean, I have to be honest. Jason is by far my least favorite. Well, not my least favorite, but it's not my favorite franchise. Okay. I'm not a massive fan. I didn't enjoy that first film when I watched it.
To be fair, how many of them have you watched though?
I've watched a fair few of them, and it just doesn't do it for us. I've always been more of a Friday the 13th kind of person.
This is Friday the 13th.
Not Friday the 13th, sorry, Halloween. But that said, it would be easy to kind of say, well, this is going to be cack and whatnot, but they did really, really good with Bates Motel when they went back and did Psycho. There was a lot to flesh out there. I'm just trying to get my head around, if you're going into this wanting Jason in a hockey mask, how are they going to do that? And there's flashbacks and things like that.
Sorry, they did hire like a wrestler to play Jason in this. So yeah, we're getting
flash forwards, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, there'll be maybe half and half kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe like it's Mrs. Voorhees with Hockey Mask Jason or something like that. So yeah, it'll be a half and half thing. I think that's cool. Best of both worlds kind of thing. I think that's fun. Yeah. And you can even have when she gets, I assume, beheaded at the end of the first season or whatever. It can be her head talking to him kind of thing, so you get to keep Linda Cardellini in it. I think that's cool as well. So I'm very excited. I'm just happy to have more. I know, like, I don't think the movies themselves are great, but I love Jason. Jason would be, after Michael, probably my favorite horror. Like, I love the design. And I think the music, Harry Manfredini is also coming back to do the score for this, like the that's gonna be really cool as well. So yeah, I'm just excited for more Jason stuff and more Friday the 13th stuff. You like the short, didn't you?
Yes, I did. The short was pretty good.
Short film was good. Yeah. The cider ad.
Pinhead and Freddy have always been my favorite horror baddies. Not a big Pinhead fan, mind, I have to say.
I've not really watched enough of them, to be honest. I don't like that weird sadomasochistic kind of style, So I have to give them a proper go, to be fair, to judge properly, But like Freddy, obviously, is amazing. Dexter, we were talking about Dexter earlier. Brian Cox has been cast in the new season as the New York Ripper. So I'm assuming, I don't know how the last one ends in terms of what characters might carry over from that. I'd imagine not many. No, but this, I would think the lead villain of this season, I would guess.
So New York Ripper is someone you don't actually meet in the last season.
You hear about them.
He's just talked about an awful lot, and the lead detective, who's investigating one of the crimes Dexter's involved with, is been on the New York Ripper case for a long, long time.
Oh, okay, so they've set up
yeah.
this character. They've hyped up this character. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the casting? Do you think you like Brian Cox?
Yeah, I love Brian Cox. Absolutely love Brian Cox. He's a phenomenal actor. He's you know, he makes us laugh. He's done an advert recently for is it one of these weird food adverts or something? Have you seen it? Where
I don't think so.
Well, because he gets student discount or something, so he enrolls at university. Have you seen that?
No.
Absolutely fucking amazing. Absolutely amazing. Because he gets free Uber Eats or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And it's just hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah,
it's worth Googling. It's good fun. No, he's a phenomenal actor.
He's amazing. Like I'm just thinking like Stryker in X-Men. He's so good in that. Yeah. More comedic. I like him in Trick or Treat. I think that was great. But like I'm thinking like you ever seen Manhunter?
Yeah.
Like where he plays Hannibal Lecter in that. I thought he was amazing in that. So I think he'll play the psycho. He can do the kind of charming normal person thing and then the psycho kind of thing. I think that'll be really great. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's a solid casting, definitely.
Jason's character is good fun. I really like the Friday the 13th reboot with
Padalecki.
Yeah, that's streamlined parts 1, 2, and 3. Not into BDSM stuff. I thought you jumped into Peter's bed on one of your trips. Yep, vile. One of the trips, all the trips, every chance he gets. What can I say? I've got that kind of magnetism. Ash.
Yeah, exactly.
People just naturally want to jump into bed. So, who am I to argue with me?
I can't believe that happened.
I can. I've shared enough rooms with you. That's the least of me worries. Do you know what I mean? Christ.
It's actually so true. Yeah. Okay, so Brian Cox, Dexter. Great. Last of Us, Patrick Wilson has been cast in season 3. I had another Last of Us slide, but I left it out because there were set photos from the new season because they're filming it now. But he has been cast as Jerry. So this is Abby's dad. So we're going to be getting kind of flashbacks to... it's a big part of the game. We're going to be getting some flashback kind of sequence scenes with fleshing out their relationship. It's funny because I did a video when I did the gaming stuff about who I'd like to see cast in The Last of Us, and I had him in this. There's like multiple people that I cast in that wound up playing different characters on the show, so I wanted him as David, like the cannibal guy in the first season. Yeah. But yeah, I think Patrick Wilson's like a really likable. I think he does the father kind of figure role really well. So I think he'll be very, very likable in this. I'm looking forward to seeing him show up. I think him and Caitlin Dever will probably have a really good chemistry too.
Yep. I mean, I like him as an actor. I think he's a really, really strong actor. And they've probably popped him in because Pedro's, I don't know how much he's going to be in the next one, but they need some star power to try and resurrect the interest, I would imagine. So, yeah.
So, I'm looking forward to
he's a good actor. I like him.
Definitely. Zach Cregger's Resident Evil film. So he's been talking a little bit about that. So that's out this year. That's out like October. So we should be. I think we're supposed to be getting a trailer next week at some point. But he's been saying it's basically, and he said this, and I'm just like, oh, this sounds awesome. It's going to be like a horror version of Fury Road. So it's going to be just two characters just kind of on the run nonstop for the whole movie. And I'm like, yeah, give me that. I'll lap that up. That sounds great.
Yeah, good stuff. Sorry, I'm just flicking through here. Well, have we really got 58 slides to get through?
No.
Well, that's all right.
No. Like,
I just had a little look together.
No, Jesus Christ, Peter. No, this is like our last news one, the second last news one, then we're on to trailers.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
I appreciate that you found this so engaging. You were listening to what I was looking. I was actually here like, is he frozen or something? I'm like, what's going on here?
Well, welcome to my Tuesday nights, Mr. Keegan, when you're texting on your phone. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell. Yeah, but no, I'm looking forward to this. This should be good.
A horror Fury Road. That sounds like a cool idea, doesn't it? Like
Backrooms, no. Not heard of C.
Not heard of that C4. No.
What's Backrooms C4? Let me know what that is. Not heard of that.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you'd have more of an opinion, but all right. Speaking of Resident Evil Requiem came out since our last episode, and it has gotten stellar reviews. I haven't had a chance to play it, but I've been watching some playthroughs of it. Story looks really cool. Grace, the new character, is really likable. I really like the villain character, and he's really cool. But Leon in it is just such a badass, and his sequences in it. So you're kind of swapping back and forth between the two characters kind of throughout the game, and her sequences are very horror. You're really kind of weak. You know, she's like terrified. She's like falling over when she's running and stuff. And Leon just comes in like John Wick and is just like headshotting zombies left, right, center. It's like that. And he's got like this axe that he uses and stuff. And he's doing backflips and shit. And it just looks really cool. So, yeah, I'm excited to get my hands on it at some point myself. But like reviews have been great. Graphically, just incredible looking as well. So, yeah, I mean, and it's also the best-selling Resident Evil game now. It's like sold, I think, the fastest to sell 500. I think in 2 days it sold 6 million copies or something like that. So it's like Resident Evil's on top form right now.
I can't remember the last Resident Evil. Oh, I can. I was going to say I can't remember the last one I played. I played one on the Oculus 3D version. That was really good.
But, was it like first-person VR kind of thing?
Yeah, VR.
Was it like in like a dingy house kind of thing?
There was houses in it. You were in like a hillbilly camp kind of thing with wooden buildings and things like that.
Yeah, that's 7. So this one's 9. Yeah. So
it was really good. It was really good.
So yeah, like I think it seems like this one. There's kind of 2 camps of Resident Evil. There's like this, like you go really scary or really action oriented. I think this one found an interesting way to do both and swap back and forth between the 2 of them. You know.
Right.
So I think that's probably the right route to go forward with the series. So yeah, like it's it's good to see Resident Evil doing so well.
Yeah, I can't believe it's on to episode 9 now. It's been going a long time.
Yeah, and they've been going through remakes. So 3, 4, 2, 3, 4 got remakes. I think there's a Code Veronica remake next or something. Yeah. So yeah, like I mean, we're getting a Resident Evil thing every year or 2 at this point. So it's cool.
I don't mind the movies, to be perfectly honest. If they're easy, switch your brain off, kind of popcorn shit. Do you know what I mean? But I don't mind the movies.
Yeah, I just think it's just so detached from what the games are. I think that's the problem I have with it. And then even like Welcome to Raccoon City which is the reboot, was very like faithful to the games. And I didn't like that one much either. You know, it was like a decent crack, but I think it needed a bigger budget and stuff. But I think giving it to like a horror auteur like Zach Cregger and saying do what you want to do with this, I think that's probably the right route. So I'm pretty sure his one is like in the universe, but it's like a side story kind of thing. I think that's probably a good shout. So
okay,
yeah, go for that. But Resident Evil doing well. I'll make that
good stuff.
Trailers. Did you get a chance to watch this, Pete, before we start?
I did. Yep, I did.
Okay, so this is Hokum. So this is starring Adam Scott from like Severance and stuff, and Krampus and all. I like him too. So he plays what I gauged from the trailers, he plays a rider who goes to this Irish kind of manor hotel kind of thing, and spookiness ensues. And there's just some really freaky imagery in this thing, and the previews of this are that it's terrifying. So I think it's a fairly fresh like creator behind this and stuff like that. I think it's the Weapons producer or something. But yeah, this looks really, really freaky and really cool, I think.
Do you know what it looked like to me, Mr. Keegan?
Go on.
Artsy fartsy horror that I'm not going to understand. I think I'm going to watch an hour and a half of this and be no further forward into what the fuck is going on, because it looked like one of those weird random kind of stuff. I give you, it did look spooky, it looked interesting, but I don't know, I got a real kind of this is going to hurt me brain kind of vibe from it. Did you not get that?
No, I don't know, as an Irishman and dealing, I think, with Irish folklore and stuff, like we get kind of runes, Irish runes and stuff. Maybe I'll understand it a bit more, or maybe just become more intelligent. I don't know.
Perhaps that's
you know. No, I like. Go on. Go on. Finish that thought.
No, it's quite right.
I think. I think because like if it's scary, like it doesn't. I don't really care if I understand it much. If it's scary, if I'm like shitting myself for half the movie, I think that's you know? Perfect. Yeah, you're more intelligent, but you don't mind if you don't understand what the film's about, just as long as you soil your pants. Is what you're saying. Yeah,
you don't mind about the plot. And
things can be. Well, I'd like it ideally to have a good plot. Yeah. But, you know, I've seen shit that I don't understand that I like came out of it. I didn't get it, but it was cool, freaky shit in it. Like Men was a weird one. But that was, it was your man Rory Kinnear, and he plays like all the people in it except for the main woman, but like they don't acknowledge that that everyone's played by him, kind of thing.
Yeah,
I think we talked about the trailer on the show at one point.
Yeah. For the Was sure it's very filmic?
Filmic, it's a word.
This looks good. I can't press the button. Oh man, you freaking thing screen. C4 Darkman. I'm pressing the same thing. Oh, there. Mr. Keegan will probably go back rooms more than you, Pete. Yeah, I'm not seeing that.
You're the bottom, right?
You've sent us the trailer for that, so I'll have a look see at it. Oh yes, men. I bet you've said that a few times, C4. Okay, moving on.
Welcome. I feel like this could be the surprise best horror movie of the year. I think we'll see anyway, but it's interesting. Obsession. So did you watch the one that I sent you? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we'd seen, I think we talked about it a couple few ago. There was like they released like just sort of, it was a teaser trailer, but it was just one like short scene of the main character like on the phone in the car saying, "Can I revoke this thing I bought?" So the movie this one shows a bit more of like the actual plot of the movie. So effectively, this guy fancies this girl, and so he buys like a wish like from a shop. Kind of thing, like almost like it's like a stick or something that you break in half or whatever for a wish, and he wishes that she's in love with him more than anyone else in the world, and so she obviously monkey's paw, she becomes like so obsessed with him like to an unhealthy degree, and then things kind of start turning violent at that point and all. So I think it's a really cool concept for a film. I think the performance I can see out of the lead actress in this looks great so far as well. It just looks really really freaky and a good life lesson, I think. Careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I like the look of this. I thought this looked like good fun. It looked creepy and it looked up my street, this one. So yeah, I like the looks of this one. I'll give this one a go, definitely.
I think it shows enough as well without giving away the whole movie is as well. So I'm really, really excited to see this one. This is out, I think, quite soon. It's like next month.
C4's keen on this one. Unless he's commenting on the men comment from before.
And then last trailer. So this isn't actually on YouTube. This is kind of going viral because they're only showing it in the cinemas. But this is for a movie called Passenger.
Oh, I saw the trailer.
So the trailer is coming
Shit
up from
my
like,
pants.
It is the scariest trailer I've seen in a very long time. So effectively, I haven't seen the trailer for a couple of weeks, but my memory of it is these two friends are driving and one of them needs to take a piss, and they pull over and he goes into the woods and he comes back and his friend is gone. And then the friend gets spooked and he drives away and he starts passing by the same like kind of woman in a white gown over and over and over again. And so like when he drives past like the second time he looks at them, drives past the third time he looks at them, drives past the fourth time, and then they're in the car and it's just the jump scare, and then that's it. It's basically just this one sequence. Like holy shit, is so suspenseful. This is like proper terrifying. Like I think it's really it's in a loop.
I thought the teaser trailer was great.
Yeah,
I don't want to say any more now.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm happy with this, and I think they're being very like the fact that the trailer is not even on YouTube. Like I couldn't even find a poster for the film or anything. Is I think very telling that they're going to be very word of mouth on this movie. I think, and like keep it almost a secret.
Looking forward to this one. And interestingly, James was talking, the chat were talking earlier on about me and James sharing a room. That's the face James often pulls when we're sharing a room. I'll not explain why.
I'll not explain why. Those big tufts of hair coming out.
I was thinking, it's trying to stretch your mouth that way.
Jesus Christ. You should stop making these jokes, Pete. People will think we're serious. Right, on the last kind of segment, reviews. You have not seen this, I don't believe.
No, I haven't.
No. This is I'll keep it spoiler free.
Sorry, this mustn't have done particularly well or been particularly well received, because it literally went from week of release. I was going to go and see it the week after, and then it went to in all of my local cinemas, one shown at 9:30 at night. So it seemed to be taken right in. I'm very old, James. 9:30. I need my cocoa and I'm in bed. I'm struggling now. Do you know what I mean? So I need to be asleep. So so it mustn't have done particularly well.
It's all well. Mario came out, I think, in the meantime as well. So a lot of time it's whatever else coming up, just taking up loads of screens. So that's unfortunate. I really like this. I thought it was really good. So it's sort of I'm not going to give away anything, because I think the less you know about it, the better. But it's got kind of shades of like a horror version of Kill Bill. It's got kind of elements of that. So like I think it's really impressive how it kind of jumps around genres. Like it starts off as like a very tense horror movie, and then it jumps into like that kind of almost martial artsy Kill Bill, like almost exactly like Kill Bill kind of style. And then it goes back to horror, and then into comedy, and then back to horror again. I think it's actually really impressive. Zazie Beetz plays the lead character, was phenomenal in it. We have
Domino, isn't it?
Sorry?
She's Domino, isn't it? She was Domino in Deadpool.
Yes, Domino, and she, a couple other things. Heather Graham was great in it. The actor Tom Felton, Drip Malfoy from Harry Potter, he was in it. He was great. Patricia Arquette, I love, True Romance.
So you know, I know spoilers free and all the rest of it, but have they spoiled Tom Felton's death in the trailer? Because in the trailer, you see her opening the door. She's got a shotgun. He looks directly in, and she shoots him with a shotgun. Is that his death?
There's more to it than that.
Okay.
There's kind of a twisty thing in it. That's all I'll say. But it's like there was multiple moments in the movie where I was like, oh shit, they're doing this. I thought that was really cool. So it is very much a less the better kind of thing. I had only kind of had a vague recollection of the trailer, and so I was like the whole movie kind of like, oh shit, this is what's happening, that's what's happening. But yeah, it's got really cool twists and turns, really satisfying ending. The action sequences are so like it's very John Wick as well. Like action sequences, like the fight scenes are really cool choreography in it. There's one sequence I was so impressed with. It was like kind of a fire stunt. And I was like, holy shit, like how do they even do this, So yeah, I would really strongly recommend. I think you'd love this, really. Okay. It's a really cool one. So it's very bloody as well. It's just good fun. Yeah. Ash said, decent watch. I enjoyed this. Yeah, I really enjoyed it as well. It's a good, fun popcorn movie. Yeah. Sometimes like a movie will have barely any showings for a week, and the next week they add another one, so maybe keep an eye out and see. But like I would really if you get around a chance to see this in the cinema, definitely I would. Yeah. And lastly, Ready or Not 2. I know we talked kind of non-spoilers on your channel a couple of weeks ago, but I thought we'd talk about... there's some stuff about the ending I wanted to see, but I know both of us are really big fans of the first movie. What did you think of Here She Come? Here... Ready or Not, Here I Come. Yes, that's it.
Are you all right?
Yes, I think I had an aneurysm live on camera there.
So, you know what? This is fun. I enjoyed it. It's a good movie. It's a good popcorn flick. It's not a patch on the first one. Really enjoyed the first one. Thought that was superb. This, I don't know. I think because you're making us watch so much horror, I'm kind of needing stuff to be interesting, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and just being a horror isn't enough. Like you need to have
what I mean by that is the kills have got to be interesting. And I don't think there was that many interesting kills in this. There wasn't a lot of inventive stuff. I thought there was a couple of scenes which were superb. I loved the scene where they were fighting with the wedding cake and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's my favorite sequence of the movie.
And things. That was really good. But I'm struggling to think of any big deaths. There was the one in the washing machine was pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah. But overall, both the lead actresses are superb. Great cast in it. A shame. I've forgotten his name. The guy from Abigail, and he plays Blob in
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, shame he pops his clogs very early on. Yeah. That was a shame because I like him. But yeah, it was good. It was good. Didn't blow us away, but it was good.
Yeah. I think that actually you make an interesting point that we're a couple of weeks removed from seeing it. What do we remember about it? And you said, I don't think there's many memorable kills. And I was thinking back, and I was like, I can't really remember any kills, any specific ones. I think we're going spoilers now. I think more just like shocking surprise someone just died was good. So like there's the bit where the one of the women on the kind of council that's going after them says, if you marry my son, you'll get out of this. And then there's kind of, she accidentally gets like a sword through the head or something, or shot or something like that. I thought that was kind of fun. I think when I was watching it, I was like, oh, this is an interesting dynamic if they're competing against each other. So that means they might be fucking around with each other, but then adding the whole they can't kill each other thing, I was like, oh, okay. But then I thought some of them accidentally kill each other. I think that's they have to be careful not to kill each other. I thought that was a fun kind of dynamic to put in the movie. I think Catherine Newton was really great. Really enjoyed her. Samara Weaving was amazing as always. Sarah Michelle Gellar, and the brother I thought were both also great.
What a shitty death for Sarah Michelle Gellar. That was such a kind of a wet fart.
So he just strangles her. Strangles her. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean by give us something more interesting. Do you know what I mean? It was. Yeah.
I really loved Elijah Wood in it as well as like the lawyer. I thought that was really fun. I think the ending. So she gets cornered and the sister gets captured, and the dickhead, Sarah Michelle Gellar's brother, the dickhead guy, is like, okay, you have to marry, or she offers to marry him. Yeah. And then we're doing this whole satanic. I love how cheesily satanic it is as well, where they're all in black robes and like doing the Hamana thing and all that shit. And so like we were going into that sequence, and I was like, okay, what's the game plan here? Because it can't just like. And I was thinking like it's not going to be she just literally just stabs him to death. It's going to be some technicality that she's in the chair now, and because she's survived or something, and like that kind of thing. But literally, it is she just grabs like the pen that she signed with and stabs him in the neck, and that's it. And I was like, well, that's a bit kind of shit. Like I didn't feel like they set that up in the movie. They set that up in the movie like literally a scene before where she says like there's no rule against killing your family or something like that. So I was like, all right. I did like the whole making them jump in the pit and fight each other thing. I thought that was kind of fun. And they just walk off. But yeah, I just feel like it. I don't think the ending was very satisfying in the sense that like there was no setup. It wasn't very clever how they got out of it. No. It was she literally just grabbed him and stabbed him, which like surely he would have predicted. She might do at some point. Do
you think we'll make a third?
Well, what do you do then with the third one? Because she's like, as far as we're aware, she's dismantled this entire world.
Well, is one of them not still alive? But isn't or did she die? Do you know the one that drives off? She gets nominated as the representation for the family, and she jumps in the.
Well, she's just like a trophy wife kind of thing.
Well, no, but she was promoted ahead of the family because he didn't want to be involved in the fight. Yeah, so she drives off. I'm presuming she just popped.
I don't know because it's
just popped because.
Well, what's the technicality? Why? What's the like? She survived, but she married someone, so that's the game over. So your woman got away. So maybe the next one will be that character comes back and she's goes in and gets the ring or whatever from the pile of dead bodies or something. There's something you could do another one, but I think you'd have to do a completely different format. I don't think it can just be they capture them again and set them on the loose again and have people hunt them down again.
Yeah, I think you're right, Ash. I think when everybody else exploded in the pit, wherever she was, she would have popped as well.
Yeah, okay. I did like the kid coming out with the Uzis. I thought that was really funny. I think the blind kind of wedding cake fight was fun as well. I think it was funnier than the first movie. But I think the first movie is better, like more thrilling, and just a better like survival kind of movie, So yeah, it's a solid sequel though. I wouldn't say I was like disappointed with the movie overall. I had a really good time watching it. So
yeah, I'm not saying I wasn't disappointed. I just don't think it was as good as it could have been, and it wasn't as good as the first one for me.
Okay, I think that's completely fair. So that's the show, Pete. There we go. An hour 10, perfect timing, I think.
Not got an end of show topic.
No, not this time. I thought we had enough news for the.
No problem, because I need the toilet, so that's fine.
Gonna drop a dookie.
Oh well, that was fun. Thank you very much to everybody that's been in the chat. We've had 5 or 6 people watching all the way through, which is fantastic. Thank you very much to all you guys. Really do appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. It would be much appreciated. Mr. Keegan, have we got anything coming up? I mean, for people to watch out for?
Yeah, we have a Leprechaun video will be out shortly. And then I don't know what's out now over the next couple of months like this, but we'll be doing a video on the Mummy, I would guess, as well.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, Friday, this day next week, that'll be out. So we'll have a video probably the following week at some point during the week as well. So that's coming up. So a few things anyway.
Good stuff.
Excellent.
Okie dokie. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. And before we go, James, is there anything else you want to say?
Well, Peter, it's not Halloween, but I still think everyone's entitled to one good scare.
Everyone's